Hi, I'm Michael, and I did farmers markets for the last 14 years up to the point where I was diagnosed with cancer 2 years ago. And I made a ton of money doing this. I did 5 markets a week. I did 1 large one on Saturday, 2 medium ones, and 2 small ones. And I was very successful. I made a lot of money doing this. It was a lot of work. I was working like about 72 hours a week for 6 months. But basically I was doing a full-time job in a concentrated period of time. And I made, again, a lot of money doing that. I applied my philosophy of turning $6 into $36 and repeating. That's where you take $6 and you invest it in ingredients in the morning, and by the evening you've sold your product for $36. And it's completely scalable, so if you invest $12, you get $72 at the end of the day. If you invest $100, you get $600 at the end of the day. So you can see, completely scalable, and you repeat it day after day. It's like better returns than the stock market. I'm sad that I'm no longer able to do it, but the stress and my chemo and all the things that are going around me to treat my cancer does not allow me to continue doing the farmers market. One of the things that really pushed me over the top in popularity was a Japanese salt caramel chocolate tart. It's basically a layer of toasted hazelnut, Japanese salt caramel covered with chocolate ganache. And it was one of my most popular items. I was making up to 48 of them for a Saturday market, which is my large market, and I would be sold out of them probably within about 3 to 4 hours. And I want to share with you this recipe today so you can replicate that success. It starts with my very basic pastry crust, which is 1/2 cup butter and 1.5 teaspoon sugar and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And you can just mash that together. So as you see, there's no complicated equipment to use to make this, and you can do this within your own home. Yeah, there we go. And then we're going to put in 1.5 tablespoon of milk and 1 egg yolk. We'll save that white for something else. Come on. Come on. Separate. There we go. Okay. And we want to mash that up. And then we're going to add in 1 cup flour. And we'll cut that into the butter and liquid. As you see, this comes together really fast. And it's also one of my favorite pastry doughs because it has, it's flaky, not as flaky as if you're using Crisco like my mom would do, but it is still really good, but it has a lot of flavor because of the butter. And we are getting there. Yep, we've got there. And now we are going to chill it in the refrigerator. Okay, we'll put down some plastic wrap. Press it down, fold it up. And this needs to chill for at least an hour. Sometimes I'll make the dough the night ahead, so I don't have to do that the same day that I'm baking everything else, and they'll be ready to go. So see you later. While the dough is still chilling, it's about to come out in about 5 minutes. we are going to toast some hazelnuts. So we've got 40 hazelnuts, and we are going to toast them for 12 minutes in the oven. Okay, and in the meantime, we are going to roll out the dough, because I believe it's been about an hour. Yeah, it's firm. Okay. Woo! Don't need to put the lid back on. Okay. Get this rolling out. Ugh. Okay, and we've got lots of holes kind of developing, so let's give it a quick knead. Let's see if this comes out a little bit better this time. Yeah, already it's coming out nicer. Okay. Yeah, seems awful even. And we will now cut them out. See how many we're going to get. We got 5. Now, these little tins are actually the pecan pie Walmart pie, and they have little holes in the bottom, or little pinhole pricks, and that allows the steam to kind of leave the item, or leave the crust while it bakes, so you don't get the air bubbles. But they're also a shallower one, and I do use it for this sort of item. And do a little bit off the excess. There we go. So I have like over 40 of these, maybe probably more like 50 something or 60. So it shows you how many Walmart pecan pies I had to eat to get these tins. But these tins have held up really, really well. They're going on their 15th year or 15th season. Oh, that was awful thick. There we go. But the only item that I use these on is the salt caramel chocolate tarts. So let's roll out some more dough. And then I always use double of them. I just put them like sandwich them between the two, and that kind of keeps them going down. I also put some pie weights in there to help them stay down. And we will go put these in the oven. Okay, the hazelnuts are coming out of the oven now. And they're nice and toasted. Okay, and the pie shells are going in for about 24 minutes at 380. So we're gonna let the nuts cool, we're gonna give them a chop, and then we'll start making our caramel. Okay, so the pastry shells are out of the oven and cooling, and we are going to chop up our hazelnuts. And we don't want to chop them up too fine. I want them in like nice large chunks. But preferably just cut them into a half or a third. Okay, and that is our nuts. And we're going to start working on the caramel. So we're going to put in half a cup of sugar, corn syrup, sea salt caramel or sea salt. Okay, and we need also some butter. Okay, and we're going to put in our butter, and we're going to start heating it up. Okay, and we will start unmolding these. And those are our tart shells. And we will put a little bit of nut in each one. Okay, and now we're all ready for the caramel. And then we're going to add a half a cup of cream. Now you'll want to keep a good eye on it because this has a tendency to burn. So I always stir it pretty regularly. Okay, it is done. Okay, now we're going to like scoop some of it into each little shell. Okay, so I only made enough caramel to apparently do 6 of them. So we're going to do the chocolate ganache to go on top. And that is 4 ounces of chocolate and 1/4 cup of cream. And we're going to microwave this for about 40 seconds. And then we're just going to get this all smoothed out. Now, because of the ganache topping, I cannot sell this item at the peak of summer because at the farmer's market, it could be like 100 degrees outside, and the chocolate ganache does not hold up at anything really over 70. So generally like Saturday mornings for the big market, I can get away with it because it usually starts off in the 60s, maybe gets up to 70, except for like maybe August and July. Otherwise, I'm left doing this in the evenings, generally during the not the off season, but the off peak season. So like May, I can pretty much get away with it. And then in August, September, I can probably get away with selling it. But as for like selling it in the evening in August, July, even June, becomes very challenging. Now I just put a tablespoon of butter in there, and we're going to melt that. Still a little speck of butter in there. Yeah, this little tart really saved my business because it was my first year. I really needed a big hit because all my other stuff was having fatigue, and I really needed something that was new and exciting. And I came across, I created this recipe for it, and all of a sudden, this just really took off. And I just could not keep up with demand for about 3 or 4 weeks until I got to like doing 48 of them. And looks like I just have enough chocolate to do 6 too. Oh, okay, maybe 7. But we're now going to put these in the refrigerator to chill. Okay, I've let the salt caramel tarts chill, and I'm now going to get them out of the refrigerator and we're going to package them up. They should be fairly easy to package up. Yeah, they pop right out. And of course, I did screw up. I only made half the caramel that I needed to make 10 tarts. But I did get 6 tarts out of the caramel. So in future, I'll have to remember. I haven't made these for like 2 years now, so sometimes I just don't remember exactly everything. And there we have them. You've got 6 beautiful salt caramel tarts. And I sell them for about $4 right now. But last time I sold them for $4. But I always like looking at the prices for things. So to make the system work, you know, it's 6 into 36. So I used 15 cents for flour, 20 cents for sugar, 2 cents for salt. Butter was $1.15, egg 17 cents, milk 05 cents, cream was 75 cents, corn syrup was 7 cents, hazelnuts were 40 cents, and chocolate was 40 cents. And that comes out to about $3.36. If you times it by 6, you end up with 20.36, and we got 6 tarts out of it. So it comes out really just about right below the $4 point. So I've got these priced properly. So I'm happy about that. I might increase it 25 cents just to offset some of the other items that I might be selling a little bit cheaper. But anyway, the recipe is down below, and I will tell you right now, this is one of my most popular items, and I hope that you have success with it too when you make it and sell it at your farmer's market. Also, I love to read your comments, so subscribe, comment, hit like. Every little bit helps. I want to really spread the word to get this out so people can make money like I did at the farmer's market. Thank you.